Welcome to another I Explores. I'm going to start off at the oldest structure according to what I read online, and I'm sat right near it now, so I will show you that in a second. Okay, the bridge you can see in the distance is on Alexander Road, is known as a stone bridge, and it was built in the 14th century by the Mayor of Grimsby. Now you'll see in a minute, when I zoom in, they've got remaining structures under there, the footings of the bridge. Here it is. I'll zoom in now, you'll see what I mean. Here it goes, and it's right under there. There you go. And it's said to be the oldest structure left in Grimsby. Okay, so this building is the former grammar school for boys, which was built in 1867. You'll see when I zoom in on the plate there. Later it became the registry office, and I think it still is. But yeah, it's still standing. It was made of yellow bricks and brown bricks, and it has Welsh slate on it. Brilliant. Still looks good. After all this time, this is not a car park. Yeah. That's a little joke there, but yeah, it still looks great. Another building still standing. Okay, as shown on the OS map, the Doughty Museum, Girls' School and now Adult Education Centre, adjoining screen wall and former fire station and now a St John's ambulance room. The school was built in 1863 and it was made of yellow brick and brown brick, and obviously still stands, which is really great, as you can see from me walking around there. So it's been a long time, 1863, it's quite a while. So there you go, it's still there, and still there for us to all enjoy. Okay, so we're coming up to the Hewitt's Brewery, which is on Pasture Street and East Street. It was built by the Hewitt's brothers and the Tower brothers, built in 1901. Now, the original brewery house was on the same place where the law courts are, and it was built in 1806, where they currently stand. Now, it's been there a long time. It's called a malt kiln back then, and it's got a long history. It says here in 1967 they brewed 100,000 barrels. That's a lot of ale. Well, really good though. But I mean, yeah, and it's been a lot of things. In the 1980s, it became a storage place after it had been out of use for a long time. They wanted to demolish it in 2000, but thank God it was rejected. There you go. And now obviously it's flats, but it was a brewery for 160 years, and that's a long time. But yeah, well, thank God it's still there. And obviously some of it, if you see that picture there in the background, that's where the pub is now, the Wellington. That used to be part of it, and all where that white wall is at the back on the picture. There used to be all right. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it still there when I was obviously alive, in the early 80s, sorry, when it was still there. But yeah, that's all good. So let's go on to the next location. Okay, coming up is the St Mary's Gate Chambers on West St Mary's Gate in Grimsby. Now, it's said to have been built in the early 18th century. As you'll see, they've got foot scrapers down there. There's two. Now, obviously, that means it probably was built about that time, and we probably all muddy horrible. So probably even earlier than that, we don't know, from what I found online. But what a nice building. Okay, so this grammar school on Eleanor Street opened on Thursday, October the 24th, 1895. And it was a lot of things during its time. Inside there, it's got a chemistry lab, a lecture theatre, and a swimming pool. Well, that's good, isn't it? Don't get them in schools nowadays, I don't think. Anyway, it closed its doors as a college in 1984, but previous to that, it was used by the council as their offices at one point, for offices for education. But what a place! It's still there, and like you can see from the video, it's fallen apart really bad. And somebody who supposedly bought it in 2015, but nobody knows who. Okay, so as this video is it takes a long time to do, I'm going to make this into a series. So I'm going to call this part 1. So I hope you join me next time in some more buildings around Grimsby, and I'll also do some in Cleethorpes as well. And also, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing and viewing my content. See you next time on the next video. Okay, thank you for watching I Explores. Hope you enjoyed that video. We'll see you next time on the next video.